Those are voluntary. Lamar's a two-time MVP. I think he knows what it takes to get ready for the grind of the NFL season. He's proven he can do it at a very, very high level. I have no preference.
That's Eric DeCosta. It's Turning Up Tuesday. Foo Fighters Everlong. Anything went cranked up to 12. Send your song request. Baltimore text line up for 583-1057. It's Vinny Haynie, Bob Haynie, Vince Rado, Nolan McGraw. DeCosta talking about OTAs.
Right.
Voluntary workouts.
Yeah.
And whether or not Lamar will be there, because Declan Doyle said, I'd like to see kind of everyone show up, right? To that sort of situation, which has never been Lamar's MO. He pops in for the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then you see him again at, mandatory minicamp.
Yeah.
But Eric DeCosta doesn't really have a preference, but is it a wink? I don't have a preference. I mean, if Lamar shows up to everyone, you think DeCosta's going to be
doing
cart.
Eric could be doing cart. I'm guessing that because Declan said that, when the coordinators talked, Declan Doyle, what he said was, like you just said, Bob, he said, I expect everybody to be there.
It's a new offense.
Yes. So the media made a big deal of that. And when I came back, that was the first thing that I said, Bruce, because Bruce said, what'd you take out of it? That was what I took out of it, the whole press conference. And because I knew it wasn't happening. And Lamar probably told Eric, that ain't happening, And that's why Eric, Eric basically said he's not coming. He's a two-time MVP. He knows how to get ready. So basically he's telling us he's not going to be there. So, so Declan's got to find a way to teach him the offense, whether it be on Zoom or however. But my guess is Eric has a hard time getting a hold of him on text. Him answering Zooms to go over the offense, probably not happening a ton.
Yeah, and normally I wouldn't care.
Right.
Because of what Eric just said. He is a two-time MVP, should have won it a third time, et cetera, et cetera. But it's a new coordinator. It's a new offense.
New terminology.
Yeah, I mean, you're the leader of the team, and, show up more than once.
It's a bad look.
It is voluntary. Let's stress that. It's not like he's required to be there. But it would definitely send a positive message if, he pops in there and, him and Henry and Ronnie just, at least early on, give a, hey, let's do this. We got to bounce back sort of philosophy.
Yeah, just so when Lamar shows up to mandatory minicamp, Bob, he can call the offense in the huddle. That would be nice. Otherwise, he's going to be that's when he's going to learn it all. And then when he gets to training camp, he probably figures, I get training camp. But then, he'll be there for the 2.5 days of the mandatory minicamp, get it there. But then how far behind are you compared to everybody else? I mean, the rookies are ahead of you.
Yeah, I would prefer that he shows up more than once. But then again, if the GM can't get in touch with him, I'm sure as hell not going to be talking to him. Nolan McGraw, what do you think? Lamar Jackson's presence at OTAs, should it be more prominent, or is it, it is a voluntary exercise, and he's done pretty well for himself by missing most of them throughout his career. I don't remember. Was he there for his rookie year? First 2 years, did he show up a lot?
I don't, Bob, I know I was there for rookie minicamp. He was there, and it was struggles. But, I mean, Flacco was the guy then,
Right. But second year, it was G-Row. You had changed coordinators because Marty had moved on. What do you think, Nolan McGraw, new OC, guy the same age as the quarterback? Should the quarterback be there trying to be the Pied Piper for voluntary stuff?
So, obviously, yes, it only benefits him. It only benefits the team for him to be there. But I'm telling you right now, I can't do another 3-4 months of this. I mean, seriously,
really?
Like we talked the past couple of weeks. It's a talking point when Doyle mentioned it. Obviously, a headline. DeCosta here, it's a headline. But I can't do this whole thing. And then once we get to OTAs, he's either there or he's not, right? And we can talk about it at the time. But it is what it is, man. Like, this is who he is. This is what he's done throughout his career. If he doesn't see fit, I might not agree with it. But when it's go time, it's go time. And that's ultimately what I will subscribe to.
Yeah,
is that
if
he gets to the season and it's normal Lamar, it's business as usual, nobody's going to care, nobody's going to bat an eye. But maybe if it's not up to par, if it's substandard, even if it's a little injury related, people aren't going to be as willing to put up with it, and they will go back and they will cite stuff like OTAs. Now, again, where does that rank in terms of what actually gets him ready and what makes him operate on game day? Up for debate. Everyone has a different level of importance they place on it. But for me right now, I think you should be there.
And I said it a couple minutes ago. If it was still the status quo, shows up for day one, and then we don't see him again for mandatory stuff, so be it. But I think with a new, young, first-time play caller, and to get to know Joe Lombardi a little bit, too, I think his presence needs to be more regular than we have seen before. Even though, again, let's stress this, it's not mandatory, it's voluntary. But isn't it always been called mandatory, voluntary, voluntary, mandatory, whatever it is?
No. And Bob, my question is, who's the quarterback that's going to be taking the snaps?
Yeah, because Snoop's a free agent, isn't he?
Snoop's a free agent, and Cooper Rush was awful.
Bad.
Yeah, so I mean, right now they don't have
on
one.
That one.
Yeah, right now they don't have one.
I'd imagine they'd make a strong effort to bring Huntley back. It's my hunch, but we'll see.
I guess you could look at, whether Bears, Denver, where Lombardi's been, where Doyle's been. If there's somebody that they like, backup type guy who, because I don't know that you want Huntley because then you're teaching him a new offense too. If you get somebody, who's familiar with what Declan's doing or his terminology of Lombardi and stuff, then they can help Lamar learn too.
That's fine. I mean, after what we saw this past season, I can't have two wildly different styled quarterbacks or one wildly different from Lamar, like in Cooper Rush, because you just saw, even let's say Cooper Rush played better, right? He wasn't turning the ball over like an absolute buffoon. I still don't think that offense is as smooth as it would have been with Huntley running the show, just because it's different. And the receiver, you noticed there's guys' body language was different when he was in the game. So I'm a little hesitant to get away from what I know. And at least you might not be over the moon about Tyler Huntley, but at least you know what you got.
Ryan Poles today, the GM of the Bears, said that Tyler Badgett, back up to Caleb Williams, people are kicking the tires and possibly trading for him. Cardinals appear to be the head of the line there. But, yeah, we're here, Nolan.
Got to drum up that interest,
We're
man.
here, baby.